everyone. This is more for the grown-ups, this short video. My husband Neil, who's cameraman, is going to be asking me some questions. It's just that over the last few months I've been getting asked questions about who I am and what I've done and how I became to be Mrs Furryboots. So this is just a little question and answer about some things that I've been getting up to. So first question.
Okay, first question. What happens at a Mrs Furryboots class?
Well, the classes take place in my kitchen. I've got a sort of extended kitchen living area, and the classes take place there, and there's just small numbers, and that's purposeful because I like small numbers. I like to get to know the mums and the babies, and they all get to know each other, and there's a lot of lovely, we have a little break after we've had some singing, and it's good that the mums and the babies get to know each other and get a chance to chat. So when the babies arrive, I've usually got some resources down on the mat, so it could be like cuddly toys, they've got my monkeys, I've got my spooky bananas, might have some percussion. Usually it's from things that we did the week before, so we're kind of like revisiting some of the songs and resources we did the week before. And once everybody's in and when the babies are in, they can start investigating the toys and the resources, and then once more or less everyone's in, we start with a wee welcome everybody song. We say the children's names and the mummies' names. And right at the start, when we all don't know each other, we get a wee sticker, which is quite important. And then I like to do a little bit of mirror work. So the babies have a wee look in the mirror, which is really interesting as they get older, how they look and see themselves in the mirror. Sometimes they get a chance to wear a wee prop. So it might be, once there was a pirate, or once there was a princess. And it's just it's a nice introduction for the babies, and also it kind of settles the babies in. Then we usually sing a couple of little action songs or little number songs or songs we did the week before, or requests. We also do requests. And then we have what's in the box. We tap what's in the box, what's in the box, what's in the box today, what's in the box. And inside the box, there's always a clue to what the next song's going to be. So for instance, when it was Old MacDonald had a fish farm, we had a jellyfish. I make some of my resources quite proud of this one. We had a jellyfish and a starfish, which I also made. And the starfish had some twinkly sounds, so it could have been bells to go with that. Or we could have had a triangle to go with that, so that would be in the box as well. And then we would have a look at the resources, explore them, and then we would sing the song. And then it very much depends on, we might do a number song then, or we might focus on percussion. So for instance, today we focused on wooden percussion, and so we had a go-go blocks, which led to horsey, horsey, don't you stop, click, clop, click, clop, or it could be hickory, dickory, dock, tick, tock, tick, tock. We also had the Grand Old Duke of York, but we also had a time where we could just tap along and play, and some of the babies are now starting to manage to hold on to beaters and things, which is lovely, and listen to the different sounds as well. So, and also made of wood today, which was very popular, was our xylophone. And as you can hear, it's tuned percussion, so they quite enjoyed listening to that, but they loved this bit. Really got their attention. So we had lots of fun with that, some songs, and then usually they're ready for a break and we leave everything out. The babies can have a little explore with their mamas, their carers, and mum's got a wee soft drink, a wee bit of chocolate or some fruit. Sometimes now some of the babies are able to have a little bit of apple puree and things like that, so they do that. And then we all go through to another room where we have it all dark, and we have sparkly lights projected on the ceiling, gentle music, and there's lots of scarves and fur and sensory fabrics to investigate toys. And then we turn the music down, we sing a few gentle songs, and then the goodbye song, and quite often then everyone's welcome to stay on and have a wee play there. Some of the mummies are feeding, etc., so it's not like a rush to get out. But it's a really lovely, for me, it's a really lovely class. I really enjoy the babies, I enjoy getting to know the mums as well. So hope that's told you a little bit about the class.
That was a very good answer. So next question is, you've started up as Mrs Furryboots, but how long have you been working with children and music?
Okay, well, I've always kind of played instruments myself, so a bit of piano and descant recorder growing up, guitar at high school, and I always like ended up teaching like neighbours' children and things to play these different instruments. When I was a student, I was obviously studying to be a primary teacher, that's what I became, but I've always used music in my teaching to enhance my teaching, and I've worked abroad in international schools in Antwerp and Zurich, used my music there, and then schools back in Scotland where we are now. And also I went into additional support needs schools just at the end of my career, which was lovely. So I was using music and percussion and singing in a different way, really good communication tool. And then when I retired, I was approached by a friend who'd just had a baby to start up a baby group for her antenatal group, and that's how it all started. So I've been really lucky. It's just all happened organically, and I've just really enjoyed it.
And the question that everybody's really asking is, why are you called Mrs Furryboots?
Well, I love to wear my furry boots, and the reason I'm Mrs Furryboots, the name was given to me by a little child. When I was in my 30s, it was unfortunate. I had 2 big major surgeries, and I was quite ill for about 6 years, and I kind of gave up formal teaching just to like get better, 2 small children at the time, and just to give myself time to recover. But I had been working in a nursery part-time and obviously using a lot of my music, and one of my friends whose son was at the nursery, Jack, had said to his mum he was missing all the music, and she said, can you come round to the house and just have a little music session with you? And I was like, well, that'd be lovely, because then I'm still teaching, but not like out formally teaching. And so Jack and his wee friend Cameron used to come round once a week, and we just, you know, percussion and singing and all that kind of thing. And I didn't realise, but I always had like furry slippers on. But one day, it must have been slightly warmer, I didn't have furry slippers on, I had something else on my feet. And Jack said, where's your furry boots? And I thought, oh, like that's quite a good name. So the next week I had put some ladybird fur onto my furry boots, and before I started I said, oh, now I need to become magical Mrs Furryboots, put my magical furry boots on and be the magical music lady. And they were just like, after that they always called me Mrs Furryboots as soon as I put my furry boots on. But when I took my furry boots off, they went back to call me Claire, which was quite funny. But so that's why, and it's just always stuck. So it was Jack that gave me my name.
Okay, well, thank you very much. I think you've answered all the questions for now.
Okay.
So,
thank you.